Last time out in Navarra, the sun shone and fans turned out in their thousands to enjoy the GT1 World Championship show. Qualifying race winners Winkelhock and Basseng opened up a useful gap at the start, while behind them the usual first corner antics were costly for the series-leading number 23 Nissan, leaving Michael Krum and Lucas Luhr with much to do. The second Al Inkle Lamborghini quickly made progress from a grid penalty, finding the way past the Corvette, then chasing the Nissans. Winkelhock was pulling away up front, with Jamie Campbell-Walter in second and the Dunbrett Westbrook car lying third. But it was the second Lamborghini that made the most of a great pit stop. A fantastic effort by the Al Inkle crew put them out ahead of the Nissans that they've been chasing. Jamie Campbell-Walter's car, now driven by David Brabham, was held up in the pits by its own teammate, and then Westbrook's release was looked at. Was it an unsafe release? Jamie Campbell-Walter was not impressed. That meant that Marc Basseng was now leading, but not for long. They had made an error on their pit stop. Their mechanic had not got behind the line. The resultant drive-through meant they came out in second place, but still ahead of the Nissan of David Brabham. Further back, the battle for fourth was exciting, but Westbrook ultimately let the Ford go through pretty easily, and that was because he knew he had a drive-through penalty coming up for that unsafe release in the pit lane. Desperately disappointing for the number 22 Nissan. Meanwhile, up front, it was a straightforward run to the flag for Nicky Pastorelli and Dominic Schwager to record their first ever victory, leading home a Lamborghini 1-2. Best of the rest was the Nissan of Jamie Campbell-Walter and David Brabham, still ruining their rather slow pit stop, but celebrating being the first of the Nissans to cross the line. For driver and team manager at Al Inkle, Marc Basseng, it was a very special day indeed. It's a short hop from Navarra to the Paul Ricard circuit in the south of France for what is the final European race of the year. Aston Martin arrives at Paul Ricard with its two outfits running second and fourth in the team's championship. Young driver yet to score a win, but both cars have recorded podiums this year and a victory can't be far off. French team Hexis, by contrast, has enjoyed a win for each car, and for driver Clivio Piccioni, this is as close as it gets to a home race, bearing in mind that he comes from a little unassuming place just down the road called Monaco.
It's a very important weekend for us. It's a home race for the team, and we have to fight to get to the top. It's a 4 race to go to the end, and it's getting close. We have to push very hard this weekend, grab as many points as possible and get on the podium.
The number 11 Corvette has shown great pace at both Silverstone and Navarra in the last two events, while the number 47 car, also now in Team China colours, scored its best result at Navarra with 7th, and Michael Rossi is also hoping for success on home turf.
I know we can be in top 5 really, comparing the performance in race in Silverstone, also in Navarra, and this track I think is good for the car, for the brand new design. Now with all the team we know each other better and better, so yeah, the target in front of the whole family and the sponsors will be to be in top 5 in race, and why not the podium.
The Ford GT is nimble and kind on its tyres, but the long straight here doesn't play to its strengths. Makavicki is back with Max Martin after stand-in driver Bertrand Baguette helped the number 41 car to 4th in Spain. There's no change at Belgian racing, where Vanina X and Christopher Nygaard in one car are backed up by Antoine Leclerc and former race winner Yann Claret in the other.
After Navarro it was not so bad because we have the good performance, but the car was some problem during the race. But here it's more important to make a really good result because we have a lot of fun, and the French people come for me and for all the team. Top 10 is right good, and we will see after.
Lamborghini dominated the entire event in Spain, and Marc Basseng and Marcus Winkelhock have regained the lead in the Drivers' Championship. While with victory for Schwager and Pastorelli in the main race, does Dominic Schwager feel they're now on a roll?
I don't think we will be that strong here, but our goal is to collect some points. It's hard to say what is possible here, but I really think that Nissan and Aston Martin will be really strong, so for us it's just try to finish the race and collect some points.
Nissan will be hoping to close the gap to Lamborghini this weekend, and at the track where they finished on the podium in both races last year. Nicky Katzberg will enjoy his second outing at Sumo Power alongside Bernoldi, and Campbell-Walter with David Brabham are chasing another podium. At JR Motorsports, top points challengers Michael Krum and Lucas Lohr will need to keep an eye on their British colleagues as Richard Westbrook and Peter Dumbreck chase down their first win of the season.
Can we beat the Germans? Well, we have to if we want to be top dog. I mean, it is a team game, and we're, at the end of the day, we're representing JR Motorsports. But of course, in any team, you have a lot of rivalry, and had some better luck this year. We've had our bad luck, so I think we're due some luck, and with that, I think we can catch them up. We're not going to let them have it easy, that's for sure.
We are in a beautiful part of the world for this final European round of the FIA GT1 World Championship. We're at the Paul Ricard High-Tech Test Track. Hello and welcome from Ben Edwards and Johnny Herbert with Hayley Coxon in pit lane. Track temperatures come up to 37.9 degrees, so that's about the hottest we've had for the GT1 cars on track. They've been qualifying, of course, this morning, but now we're going racing in higher temperatures. So let's take a look at the grid then. On the front row it is the two Nissans, the two teammate cars, and then on the second row you've got the Aston Martin. Alex Muller will be starting that car and David Brabham will be starting the Nissan alongside. Then on the third row you've got Darren Turner, who seems to be okay, and the Corvette alongside as well. And then further behind you've got Schwager and Pastorelli's Lamborghini starting 7th, the Martin McAvicky Ford starts 8th, then Dusseldorp and Rossi, another Corvette there, that starts in 10th place alongside the Hexis Aston. Benoldi's not feeling too good, he starts 11th, but he's suffering a bit this weekend. Henrici's 12th, Basseng all the way down in 13th, ahead of Christopher Nygaard, and down towards the back end of the field then we've got Claire and Leclerc and Piccini and Hohenadel, who have had a penalty, so they ended up being pushed back down the grid. They should have started on the third row, but the penalty's been applied to them, and therefore they're starting down at the back of the field, and they're going to have to cut their way through. Round 7 of the 2011 FIA GT1 World Championship qualifying race here at Paul Ricard is about to get underway. The lights are on red, we wait for them to change. We go green, and it's the two Nissans off the front row. On the right, as you look at it, Peter Dumbreck is going to try and take the lead from Lucas Lohr as the Aston Martins gang up behind. Alex Muller, Darren Turner also looking for a slot down into the first corner. It's Dumbreck ahead, Lucas Lohr just into second place ahead of Alex Muller. Then look at the cars cutting the corner there through the first couple of bends. That's the thing with lots of runoff here at Paul Ricard. But the Nissans are 1 and 2. Alex Muller in the Aston is in third place, and everyone else jostling. We're going to get him in contact. Oh, big bang there, and the Lamborghini gets onto the dirt and gets back on it. Well, not really dirt, but onto the blue area, gets back on again, and that is Marc Basseng trying to make up ground after their poor qualifying performance and getting knocked off in the process. Back on board with that camera mounted in the headlight of the Lamborghini, and he's still in the fight, still going, and in behind the Hexis Aston Martin, the number 3 car with Steph Dusseldorp. But it's Dumbreck who's made the break.
Well, that was a nice little shortcut, that Lamborghini done. I think he made about 4 or 5 places by doing that. But he's got to be careful. I think the stewards may have a look at that. We've got more.
Benoldi spinning in front of the Ford. He'd already made contact
dear.
with the Ford, and that is Leclerc and Claire race
Oh,
car.
the door there. There's a door going.
My
I
goodness.
think that was off the GT40, I think.
Was it all going crazy in the middle or into the entrance to the chicane there, as everybody trying to jostle position. I tell you what,
Yeah, this one, it was off of that
Oh,
one
look
there.
at
It's
that.
a bit crumpled, that one, yes.
that is Mark Henrici's Ford, and well, he's had some good first laps this year. He's made a lot of places on first laps, but it ain't happened today, has it? So it is Dumbreck leading from Lucas Luhr. Alex Muller is in third place, and then let's just keep an eye. Yeah, Darren Turner in fourth. So you've got two Nissans, two Astons. Then you've got the other Nissan of David Brabham, there it is, being chased by the Corvette of Andy Zuber. He's in the car with Mike Hazelmans this weekend. You're on board with Brabham here, running in fifth, and he's got that Corvette breathing down on him, and the Corvette's down the inside. Oh, Zuber's good at that. He loves that inside line into a tight corner like that. Seen him do that before at Brno and other places, and he's moved up into fifth place as Dumbreck continues to lead from Lucas Luhr.
Great little move, nice place to do it, up the inside, very slow corner. Got out of the corner well, David trying to get back, but he's not going to be able to do it. It's amazing how that Corvette still, to this day, has still got that competitive edge to it, and it's doing pretty good at the moment. We've got a nice little battle at the front. It's obviously the two Nissans and the two Astons, and now it's really going to be settling down into a nice rhythm.
Now let's look at the start once again here, Johnny, and there were a few shortcuts being taken, weren't there?
Yeah, well, at the beginning we see the two Nissans, the two Aston Martins, no problem. A little bit further back, this is where we see it all happen. Oh, there you go.
That was, yeah, that
Straight
was the
across.
47 Corvette. That was Michael Rossi had to take to the escape area there.
Absolutely. Oh, that was a big punt. Oh, that's
On
why he
board
went,
the
that's
Corvette.
why he went wide, yeah. Oh, and again. Oh, dear.
That was on, yeah, looking at it from the Corvette point of view. Now, then we saw that Ford colliding to the side of the Nissan. That took out one of the Belgian Fords.
Yeah.
The other one came through. I don't know what happened to the other one.
came in. No.
Mike Hazelman's in the middle there, keeping an eye. Hope, sort of thankful that his car got through all that without too many problems. Having a laugh about it. And oh no, that is the that's been a big shunt there for the
like it,
Hexis car. I think that's the number 3 car of Dusseldorf, and that is
Safety
been
car, I think we've got.
big old shunt. He's hit the barrier pretty hard somewhere. Let's
Right.
see if we can see what happened. Looking from the Lamborghini ahead at the
Oh,
Aston.
there you go. Well, he's just on the curbs. You see the car bounce, and then it just basically turns left or starts to slide, and then it gets in that sort of funny angle of you're still on the power, and the car just shoots left.
Still in the pits is Mark Henrici. Oh, he's out the car, so it looks as though it's all over. That's a great shame. We wondered if he might explain what happened. No reaction from anybody else.
Well, he was saying that he got pushed into the Aston Martin, so we can see down the inside. Well,
Well, can't see him actually getting a push from anybody there.
not really.
Maybe
no.
he was talking about the first corner. Maybe he was talking about a separate incident. He sort of went for the move down the inside. He was always going to be pretty tight in there.
Absolutely. Well, he was down the inside.
I think Haley's managed to go and grab him.
Mark, disappointing race for you, but still another race to go.
Yes, was really disappointing. I got a big hit in the first corner, and then I touched the Aston Martin in front of me. I thought everything is okay, but then I wanted to overtake to the chicane, and while braking, the car was unstable in the rear, and then I hit the Nissan, which I feel really sorry, but that was not my intention. The rear was just unstable because of the big crash in the first corner. So that's it. Another part of the bad story this year.
So, hands up from him on the actual accident, but he did feel there was already damage on the car. Lights are out on the safety car. We will be going racing again at the end of the lap. Still a few minutes away from the pit window opening up, so you'll see them go racing once again as Dumbreck leads them around the final turn. They all get a bit held up behind the safety car, but they get on the gas now. No chance for Dumbreck to really make a break. Lights go to green, and it's Dumbreck leading from Lucas Luhr with Alex Muller in third, Darren Turner in fourth, then Andy Zuber in fifth place, closing up with the Corvette. Brabham down the inside of Zuber, and he's got the place back from the Corvette. Lost a place earlier on, he's gained it back, and behind him the Lamborghini and the Ford still chasing of Schwager and Martin. You're on board here with Max Martin sharing the car this weekend with Fred Makovicky. Brabham did it on the inside, neat and tidy.
Absolutely. No, lovely move. Beautiful balance as the inboard team, and you can see he's there. He knows what he needs to do. Gets to the side of it, doesn't sort of push himself too much, doesn't run too wide, which was very sensible. Then enables him to actually get onto the power, going back out of that chicane.
There's Alex Muller in third place.